It was a slugfest at the O2 Arena between Joe the Juggernaut Joyce and Dereck Chisora. To the surprise of many and myself, Dereck Chisora emerged victorious, winning a unanimous decision. So this is two back-to-back unanimous decision. Whilst Joe Joyce, it is time for him to reassess himself and his career, as his lack of defense will continue to cause him problems going forward. He is 38 years of age, whilst Dereck Chisora is 40 years of age. But Dereck Chisora seems to understand the rudiments of professional boxing more than Joe Joyce, as Joe Joyce has no tactics. He just marches forward and keep on blocking punches with his head. And if that is the case, I think that Joe Joyce would soon become a journeyman within 2 or 3 fights. Whilst with Dereck Chisora, anytime you think he is down and out, he just rises from the ashes like Phoenix. Especially in this fight, I thought it would be a very tough fight. Joe Joyce stops him within 6 rounds, and that was my prediction, but it was all wrong, as Dereck Chisora was the one landing cleaner and effective punches, whilst Joe Joyce was just marching forward and sometimes missing with loads of punches. In between the rounds, there were some inactive minutes, but anytime Dereck Chisora came to action, he indeed came to fight, and Joe Joyce did not want to have a part of that, because sometimes the punch would catch him clearly, and with adrenaline he marches forward. Instead of him to now inculcate head movement, he wasn't doing that, and at the ninth round he was dropped, and that, I think, made the difference in the scoring, because if not, it would have been scored a majority draw. But with the knockdown in the ninth round, Dereck Chisora ended up securing a unanimous decision. The other scorecard was quite wide for me, but I think that the right man won on the fight tonight, because at least the first 4 rounds, Dereck Chisora was victorious, and some other rounds you could swing it, and I think that Joe Joyce should revise his plan. He can't do that at age 35 and having often also come in late in boxing. I don't think that there is much Dereck Chisora could do. I don't think if he continues on this path, he would ever be a world champion, as there are a lot of young proteges who are challenging for the top echelon of the heavyweight division. So I think if Joe Joyce continues like this, he wouldn't be the world champion he is. Now, with Dereck Chisora, I think this is a good win. I wish he retires after this fight, but he says he'll be back in December. We all know Dereck, and I hope it's a good fight. Dereck has lost so many fights to so many good opponents. He has beaten the likes of Carlos Takam. He has beaten the likes of Kuba Puvalev. Then he has beaten the guy Gerald Washington. He has now beaten Joe Joyce. He has a decent win, but he has lost 3 times to Tyson Fury, lost to Usyk, lost to Dillian White, and who else? Who else has he lost to? He has lost to David Hay too. And I think that Dereck Chisora would be remembered for the fights he gave us, and not the wins he gave us, because he is always in a fight. He is very, very competitive. He is, I think, except for the Tyson Fury fight, he has always been competitive in some sports in each round of every fight that Dereck has been in. But all the same, I think this is on a high note for him to end his career. But he says he would be coming back in December. We wish him all the best. We wish him good health. As Dillian White was in the arena, uh, who else was in the arena? I think, not I think, Alexander the Cat Usyk was also in the arena. The former undisputed heavyweight champion was also in the arena. It was a fantastic fight. Moses Itama, that fight was good because he managed to stop Marius Vac, a guy who hasn't been stopped. I think this is the second stoppage of his career. So I think that this is a very, very good performance from Itama. I think he can break Mike Tyson's record if there is proper strategy put in place for him to capture a world title, and especially if Alexander the Cat Usyk and Tyson Fury face each other. After that fight, a lot of governing bodies will begin to call their mandatories, and if they position him well, he can have a world title shot by early next year. Thank you for watching. Stay positive. Your greatness has no limit, but I admit I got it all wrong when it comes to my prediction with Dereck Chisora. Thank you.